All right, welcome back, everybody. It's 35 minutes past the hour. There is a flurry of headlines coming out of the White House this morning, where we are now joined by White House Principal Deputy Press Secretary Harrison Fields, who's going to weigh in on all of it with us. Harrison, good morning to you. Welcome back to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Let me pick up where our correspondent Tom left off on these deportation flights yesterday. The judge said he clearly ordered the government to turn those planes around. I know White House officials are saying you didn't defy orders in part because the orders came down orally while the planes were already in the air. Would the president have stopped those flights if the orders came before takeoff?
Well, good morning. And the president will always follow the law. But this judge was too slow. We played a little game of catch me if you can. And guess what? The judge wasn't able to catch us on this one. But why would a federal judge in the United States of America prevent the president of the United States from enacting his Article 2 powers to do what he did when it comes to getting rid of the worst immigrants in this country? We are talking about terrorists in our countries, men who are preying on young women, who have raped, killed, and assaulted young women and girls in this country. President Trump had a commitment to get rid of these crazy people out of this country and send them back home, and that's exactly what he did. To have a federal judge in any state in the United States to try to prohibit the president of the United States from doing that is just abhorrent.
Did the president have any knowledge that those orders were looming and going to come down either before the flights or mid-flight, Harrison?
Well, we've seen since day one, you have radical leftist judges that are always prepared to rule against this president. So, of course, there's a consideration of what laws could be coming down or what rulings could be coming down from a judge. But again, I will reiterate what Caroline Leavitt said at the podium yesterday. The judge's orders came after the flights were already in the air. And at that time, they're over international waters. And unfortunately, that judge lost.
I know Texas Congressman Brandon Gill is now vowing to file impeachment articles against this judge this week. Would President Trump support that?
Well, I've got no news for you on that one, but let me tell you this. The president is not happy with any judge that is trying to trample on the Constitution against the executive branch. There's been a lot of talk about a constitutional crisis coming over the executive branch. And I push back vehemently and say the actual constitutional crisis that we are facing in this country is in the judiciary branch, and where you have federal judges in California, in Michigan, and North Carolina that are making rulings that are literally handicapping this president of the United States from doing what the Constitution allows him to do within Article 2 of the Constitution. That is the constitutional crisis that we're facing right now. Every American should be concerned about it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.